Hey, PreCal. Hope you guys are doing well. Here's a quick video that's going to talk a little bit about tomorrow's quiz, give you some information for it, and maybe do kind of a little review, go over some things, and tell you what to expect, okay? The quiz covers 12.6, so this is all hyperbolas, all right? First thing you need to know are the names of the two axes in the hyperbola. So what is the axis between the vertices? That would be the transverse axis. What's the name of the axis that completes the rectangle? That would be the conjugate axis. So make sure you know those two names. What's eccentricity for a hyperbola? If I said parabola, I'm sorry. I mean hyperbola in this whole quiz. Eccentricity for a hyperbola is 1 all the way up to infinity. It does include 1, so it'd be 1 up to infinity. All right, so those are some of your internet questions, the ones that are online. Then you have a graph and one more question to do in a printout. So you download the sheet, and there's a question for you on the sheet that you'll download. You can copy it onto your paper and then take a picture if you don't have a printer. And then you can do a graph all on your paper too if you want to. But the first question is going to be, can you write an equation of a hyperbola? And what I'm going to do is I will give you C, the foci. I will give you that value. And then I will give you the vertices. They'll come in those points that have 3 numbers. Okay, so it's like 1, comma, 2, plus or minus 3. So it tells you some numbers that way. Practice with some of those. We've done some of those with ellipses before, so now you're going to do it with a hyperbola, which really the only difference is one of them is going to be negative. And you should be able to tell from the point which one is negative. Either the x value will be negative or the y value will be negative. And that's the one that gets the negative in the equation. Remember that it equals 1. So set that up. There may be a translated origin. Put that in. You can look at your book for all that. Hopefully that part of the question isn't too hard. And then there's a graph, okay? The graph will just say to graph the hyperbola, I'll give you an equation, label the vertices, the foci, the ends of the latus rectum, and find eccentricity. Okay, so you have all those things to do for the graph. As you set that up, yes, you're going to have to complete the square for x and y. So you have to factor out the coefficient that's in front and then complete the square, add the numbers on the back end. Remember that whatever, say you completed the square, you filled in the blank with a 1, but there was a 4 out in front of the parentheses, then a 4 goes in the blank on the other side. So make sure you put that in as well. You will have a translated origin, so make sure you draw with dotted lines where the translated origin is. Then find the rectangle. Get the 2 vertices, get the ends of the conjugate axis, draw the rectangle, and then make the asymptotes in dotted lines by connecting the 2 corners of the rectangle. Mark the vertices, mark the focus, right, we'll tell you what the focus, no, I don't tell you what the focus is on this one, you got to find it. So use your C equation, C equals equation to find it, and then lattice rectum. Remember the lattice rectum equation is 2b squared over a, and so use that equation to find that. And then of course find your eccentricity. Remember eccentricity is just C divided by a, all right? So you'll use those formulas, you'll graph it out, and draw me a picture, and then I'll take a look at it and grade it, okay? If you need more help, I can FaceTime you tomorrow before you take the quiz. We can go through a text message or whatever, however it helps you to get ready for it. Let me know. Hopefully this video was a little bit of a help too. All right, see you later.